on back everyone to ToD Warhammer 3 and part 7 of our Malakai Makaisson Immortal Empires campaign. In today's episode, I am here directly after the end of our episode 6 recording. I am good and furious after the AI has been playing a psychopathic game of peekaboo with our forces, refusing to fight us and keep running away and raiding, only to attack our minor settlements. So we are going to come on in, harness that rage, and use it to annihilate malignants of the 7 boxes here. It's going to give us a decisive victory either way, but auto-resolve is going to take out probably the main majority of the rest of our slayers. We're probably going to need them for Epidemius' return attack after we have now sacked his capital. Let's see how much damage we can deliver with how little in return. Onward! Alright, let's get this thing going. We have our shrapnel cannons, which we can use to pretty dangerous effect. I'm just going to set up on top of this hill here and let them waddle on over towards us. So we'll just stay pretty much exactly where we're at. Maybe back to about this ridge here. You're going to be in charge of this flank. You were going to be in charge of this flank. And you shoot this way. Alright, jump cut. Got caught up by a series of complete coughing fit there. I'm still recovering a bit. Battling Nurgle, he's going to use everything he can to take you down, isn't he? We will bring our pirates. Well, I don't really want them fighting against the Exalted, so we'll have them hiding in the woods here, waiting for these other lads to make it on in. Meanwhile, my Slayers can take a nice flank on either side here. Gyro Bombers, they're going to be much more effective against the Forsaken, because even though there's no armor on the Plague Bears, at least there's very low armor, it's still allowing them to take a lot of damage. Trollhammer Torpedo, your job is going to be dealing with Plague Drones, and we'll have the Brimstone Guns helping you out just in case you get too close. Malakai is also going to be anti-flyer. Dragon Slayer, Godric and Felix up front. The Doom Slayer is hanging out behind the other Slayers. Doom Seekers, that is. Where my bombers at? Sweet. Everyone in formation except for Ulrika, so we'll have her up front here because she's pretty quick and can move on back. And also Pit of Shades will be very good against these Exalted Plague Bearers.
Malakai Makaisson.
Alright. I'm pretty sure this is actually one of our quest battle enemies here we are throwing hands with. In fact, we'll go ahead and have them on normal cannon mode to start, because we can have them picking off the things like the drones and the beast that's hiding back there somewhere. Well, he's actually on a fly. Big old dummy. That is going to be Doom. So much so I'm bringing you guys over. Help suppress the enemy flyers. Let it begin. Alright, Ulrika, you move on up, start blasting this poor fool. Malakai, you kind of do the same. Trollhammers, let's go after the Plague Drones, and then we'll have you coming up and just kind of stand there and be a nuisance. Range for a bit of kin slaying, love it. Thank you, cannons. Ricka, fall on back a little bit. Right, flies have made it in a little bit too close. Go ahead and have you a lot fall back. Let the flamethrowers move in. Bombers got caught. Alright, alright. The enemy lord is already gone, so what's the plan now? Bring the bombers back to start dropping the payload on these poor Forsaken. We're not taking that well at all. We can see why they joined Nurgle instead of Slaanesh. Ooh, these the hotkey shortcuts are not easy to do sometimes. At least on the fly. Oh, there we go. Blasting Ulrika with cannons. That's what we love to see. Let's switch them over to grape shot mode. They're way too close. The enemies, that is. And now they're going to cease to be too close. Ulrika's getting thrown grenades at. That's what's going on there. You silly sods. Throw Shades in here. Slayer Pirates are going to take a little bit of damage, looks like. To get the flamethrowers in good position, we won't take too much at all. There we go. She dropped some bombs on him. You guys come round. Slayer Pirates working in tandem with the bombers is glorious. Our Air Force is amazing. Let's blast these guys. Stop Ulrika from getting stuff chucked at her. Creepy Boy Squad doing what they can to throw their love and support her way. Hello. Have you met the Spirit of Grudge? Let's have it wiggle its way back there. Snake along, dropping bombs. Get them, Slayers. We've got a few questions to ask you. This is my worst accent yet. Everything popped out of his butt just as he died. I don't know if that's the brown note or what you call that one, but it is unfortunate. We will round up as many of these clowns as possible, though, for the extra battle captives. I'll catch you guys in a moment. Harnessing the power of the Dwarf military-industrial complex, we have annihilated them. Only one slain in a completely unforeseeable accident where a cannon completely misfired and took out one of the Scorched Wings. Crazy. Don't know what happened there. We'll go ahead and take the... We will take the gold. We really need it. So badly. The Brewmaster for Felix. We'll move in and deal with Flux Rut now. I guess there's also Karn up here, so we can just start bullying all of the Chaos Forces. We need the money, and the rats are going to start taking down some of our smaller settlements. Which is unfortunate, because we need Kevin to come on back over and cease that operation immediately. So Ulthar, you can't leave, because if you do, in come the Chaos Dwarves. And there's no telling what they've built up here, but they've got 2 full stacks, unwilling to fight us otherwise. Let's go for the Guard Hall in Shoktraken. And then I think even at Lair of the Troll King, we just need to make sure our main settlement here is defended.
Can I help you?
So you come on out. Even though the walls are some of our biggest defenses right now, we need to come on out and try to lure them in. Because if they hit us first, we are in a lot of trouble. Well, I think so. It'll really depend on what they're fielding. We'll stay in here.
Not enough warpstone.
And wait to see if Vecteek's definitely going after the Winter Pyre or somewhere else. So these walls need to go in quickly. Krakadrak is fairly well defended, but everything else is really not. And we can't afford to make it so right now. If anything, we have to defend and upgrade the settlements we've already got under our control. So help it up to tier 2. We've got Krakadrak, or Tower of Krak, that is. Leveling on up some of its equipment here. Sarl encampment is in a really bad spot, but I think it is a good idea to upgrade it soon. Just not yet. Alter responds, I'm just going to chuck in a Trinket Maker and have Kevin try to move in to deal with these rats. Alright, Malakai. Inspirational leader you are indeed. All dwarfs to me, we have grudges to settle. Grimnir demands it. Got Seeker for Gotrek. Felix will give Woundmaker. Woundmaker for Papa Snorri. And then Arcane Conduit for Ulrika. Hear it. No magic because dwarves are completely anti-magic.
Let's give them something.
Their entire being, not just themselves. Listen, this is just 4 units of Forsaken. You'd better be kind. If we lose a single unit, that's right. We don't lose a single unit. We'll take... Ooh. We'll take the replenishment here. Well, it is 340. We'll take the gold. This one's for Grimnir. And Karn, if you want to come over and fight, I am more than happy to bring the smoke.
I'm
happy to trespass too. He's likely just going to run away though. There's not a lot of stones with any of our enemies here. So Malakai, can we afford the propeller? I'm going to. No matter how spooky that might be. There's no way he can hit Winter Pyre this next turn. Only in March, we're good.
No!
Sweet.
Blame you!
See how this plays out.
I'm listening. For now, at least.
Well, for now, he's definitely going to declare war. We are going to bring Urson Revivalists with us because we definitely need their help. Interesting that they're going to declare war, though. They've definitely got their own set of issues. They may also just be trying to make peace with... Good grief. Hello there, Vecteek. Your army isn't very strong, but you are a brave fellow. Let's come on in to defend Winterpire.
Walls. Good.
Malakai, can we hit Volcano's heart? Oh, we so can. You poor sod. Ulrika, would you like some more magic? Loyalty to the motherland. Now we're gonna get actually Blight of Skaven. This will give her Dancing Blade. Wow, that's an incredible activated ability. Not against demons, because they all have magical attacks, but we won't be ambushed as much. When we're defending, we'll have even more melee defense, which is great.
Follow it, you.
Garagrim. Still don't have your Slayer Oath just yet. What rank are you? 10? Very close. Let's go for Stubborn Defiance then. Make sure he's good and
I was sure it was
good and chonky. Sweet Malakai. We've got some damage to do.
All other lives are brief and pitiful against mine.
Huh, he's actually not at war with anyone. Well, let's solve that and also stamp his entire faction out. Here, buddy. This is gonna be great.
Worthless.
We are worthless. We're gonna give you a baptism in a grape shot. No, you've got lots of baddies. Whatever are we gonna do? Banner of Swiftness on Go Trek, because I think that's hilarious. 57 speed. Fast for a dwarf indeed. We could just auto-resolve this one, but that's boring. This looks like a fun new map. We can just set up a nice firing arc up here and just blast away at them. They have the opportunity to as well. Oh no, all you have is Furies. What a shame. Alright, so we will start deployment. Yeah, we'll just go ahead and set up on top of one of these. This is great. So what we'll do with the other group, though, is I'll have one of the grape shot cannons set up in the center. Anyone wants to come after down the middle line, I want them a little bit more together. We'll actually have a hard time doing anyone up on this hill here, but this will be where all of our other missiles go. Grape shot cannons here. Spread out just the smallest bit so they're not blasting each other. At least they're not blasting each other. Without us knowing. There we go. Like this. Make sure their line of sight is good. Even though there's trees here, the grape shot should still blast away no problem. So we'll just switch them over to grape shot pretty much instantly. I'll still try to do that slowly, but I'll do it faster than normal. As well, Malakai, Ulrika to defend, Go Trek Felix also to defend because they are fantastic at it. And Snorri over here to defend these guys, which is going to be consisting of the pirates waiting for anything to try to flap it over the top. Our normal slayers behind. These are kind of our chaff for the most part. Very quick now, too. And they'll have the Doom Seekers, the Kratori, Doomed Legion in there. That's pretty great. Since Snorri is got his ability that's going to be keeping... I think he keeps Slayers alive. Maybe not yet. That could be just the dragon. That could be the Demon Slayer. Infantry in guard mode. Something I normally don't do. We'll have the helicopters. We'll have the Trollhammer torpedoes defending this side. Flamethrowers up a little bit further because they can get torch any nonsense coming up over the hill. You guys defending this angle. With one unit of bombers, and then the other bombers can be on the other side. Spread out just a little bit because they are pretty mean, really fire-wise. We'll use the helicopters a little bit more defensively this time. You guys up here, hitting the pirates. Alright, I like this quite a bit. Let it begin. Make them stronger right off the bat there. And if they can hit... They can hit the plague drones. That's what I'm going to go ahead and have them fire on. Trollhammer torpedoes try to take down some Furies. Like, do it cleverly. They're going to send a lot of their cavalry really wide, which is fine by me. Switch over into grape shot mode immediately now. Now let's not have you advance. We need you right where you're at. You pick your own targets here in a moment. Slayers, come on down. Helicopters, get ready. Here they come. And good grief, there are a lot of them. Gyrocopters can do some serious damage to these Seekers here. Flamethrowers pull on back. We're just gonna follow them around. Ulrika, you do the same. We'll have you go duel with the Seekers. You and the Trollhammer torpedoes. And the Gyro Bombers can all work on them. Plague Druids can get smacked up by this group. They're gonna try to push through. Alright. You guys move in and start chopping up some blue horrors. You go through. Pirates are doing great. Let's burn them though, because their job is really to deal with the Furies coming in. Alright, Godric and Felix versus the Demon Slayer. I guess the God Slayer, I mean. Not gonna go very well for him, I don't think. Oh, the Seekers made it into our cannons, which is not great. Come on, cannons, do your thing. Helicopter's taking a lot of damage. Pulled him back. Not an easy battle. We should be getting the 50% heal coming in really soon for them, so they'll come almost back to full. Ooh, unless they get taken out like that. Right, helicopters, that's your main weakness there. It's gonna be Furies, isn't it? Fair enough. Speed up a bit. Now they're getting into a fight with Furies, which is gonna get messed up. Pirates, help! Thank goodness for Gyro Bomber's healing. Maybe Lord got smacked, but man, we took some damage. We got him, but we took some damage. Well, Ricky, you come over here and help out with these plague drones, please. Thank you. Our poor helicopters. That's that. Fight with the demons is always scary. It's the armor piercing of those Slaneshi Furies is really, really useful for them there. We'll let our Gyro Bombers try to chase off as many of these enemies as we can, and I'll catch you guys in a moment. A hard-fought victory, probably the most difficult battle we've had so far, just because of speed and armor piercing on those Slaneshi Furies. Good stuff. We will go ahead and stack the Volcanoes hard. Slayer of the God Slayer. Extra relations with Kislev and less casualties suffered from all attrition. 50%, that's pretty hefty. Wolf Bride also comes with a hefty dowry, by tradition her weight in gold, which probably explains why hot-blooded dwarves take to curvier maids. And it's not just greed. Salted Bloodthirster, who spearheads the latest demonic invasion, shall soon be in your modified organ gun sights. Well, about that, our poor organ guns. Malakai's bloodletting adventure has been successfully completed. It's part of it.
Malakai Makaisson.
And now we move on down to the Tower of Flies. Listen, Fraltros and Epidemius, if you want to defend your... Actually, we haven't even seen Epidemius, have we? Defend your lands, cowards. Can't quite reach. Tower of Flies. Well, we'll just come on down between. Oh, we can hit either one. Actually, let's not go between. We'll hit the Volcano's Heart first with a sack, and then we can come on down. That'll be fun. Heal as much as we can.
I what?
Aye, what? Go Inspirational Leader, almost over to Inquiring Mind.
Innovator.
Really sad we had to get rid of our organ guns. And we could have really just gotten rid of another engineer, probably.
It's always good when it's
Boost income. We'll get it now, just so we've got it. Then for Gotrek, we'll give him a little bit more damage. But he and Felix are packing a bit more punch.
Greatest inventor.
Same thing with you, Snorri. As soon as we are down and ready to start fighting the Greenskins, he is going to be terrifying.
A little bit of luck and a whole lot of black pudding.
Ulrika, we will give you... Terror is pretty good. Beast Slayer and Dragon Slayer. Heavy Arrow, bonus versus large, and air armor piercing. Yes, please. Not quite as good as Wolfric, but not bad either. So no organ guns for us to recruit, and if we wanted to get Giant Slayers, we'd have to sit here for a few turns. I think, if anything, we're going to get rid of our normal Slayers and just replace them with the, Giant Slayers and have 2 units of That's it. Spirit of Grungni will no longer disengage during battle, so we get the entire fight. I think that should make things well in our favor going forward. What is the signal system? Extra circle of influence size, which is be better if we had more allies out running around with them. All of the rest of our gold we're going to spend in
Demon Slayer.
upgrading where we can. So the Forbidden Citadel needs walls, first and foremost. Iron Mines granting us 150 gold. It's only 50 more than we were making before. Astrogoth is keen on just holding up an army.
Wazak. Leave it to me.
Fair enough.
Slayer.
Let's go ahead and repair the Monolith of Flesh. Even if it is in a pretty bad spot. Looks like there's a Chaos Dwarf convoy moving through there. We'll go ahead and repair up what we have, and then Starland Encampment we can upgrade. I don't want to, though, so we're not going to do any of that. Really no more upgrades to be had. This is going to increase our gold gains, except for upgrading perhaps the Iron Mine here, which we can go ahead and do. Get that up and away. Sweet, so what is the battle with this Bloodthirster going to be about? So it's really, it says it's a battle for our organ guns. 50% more armor-piercing missile damage and dig in. 40% more range. What do these guys have normally? We can find out. Organ guns. So 300 range plus 40%. So it's a little bit less than 150. I don't know the exact math, but a little less than 150. It's gonna be around 400 some range. So it's sitting near cannons, which is pretty great. They just can't move at all, which is kind of a pretty big downside. It says we are gonna get stomped. We should probably make sure we have a full army before jumping into that fight. As far as the gyro bombers go, we're closing in on the napalm. Maintaining 4 of them is unfortunate, and then I'm betting these armies are going to be way down to the south. Ah, they're down to the Empire. Maldrin and Leopold. We need to fight in regions with vampiric corruption, so we shouldn't help until Vlad has pretty much overwhelmed the Empire.
Lord of
Alright. I'd like to have Ulthar ambush. We can try to catch one of these armies moving in, but I don't know what they're fielding. The AI like to do just a bunch of slaves, but sometimes they don't. When they don't, it's terrifying.
I'm going.
So move up to about here, see if we can't lure them in. And a turn.
I'm busy right now, so keep it brief.
What's going on, Gestalten? Align yourself with truth and purity. Military access. You want to move through to start bullying the Norskins. Why don't you have military access with the Ropsman clan, hmm? Did they not like you for some reason? You can leave. We got him. Underway, oh, he's moving through the underway. Yikes. Well, we do need to try to intercept this one. Alright, Astrogoth. Let's fight with Ulthar. Alright, this is an awesome map. Look at this. Underways, but Chaos Dwarf. The chains hanging because of course you do. As one does, like a subjugated Dawi hold. Really awesome. Well, let's get to unsubjugating it. We had so many servants you're bringing over here. Well, we are going to set up our artillery teams pretty much where they're at. We might try to corner up a little bit, but not a lot of space to do so. So yeah, well, we'll set these guys up kind of over here. Corner up a little bit. Everyone else get in position. So we'll have Warriors of Dragonfire Pass taking a more or less central position. Crumbling Guard also up front because they're very, very hefty in battle. We'll have the flamethrowers over here on this side. Ekran miners. Probably just taking the other angle here. We don't have as much geography to defend us. Actually, this is the high ground, so we're going to switch over, going over here. Come on, round.
Grudge thrower.
There we go. We'll just have the grudge throwers pull back when we're ready to. Our front line, come on back. Of this group of miners up front just a little bit, while the flamethrowers in between, they've got a lot more range than normal, which is just the best. Hammerers, we'll have these guys a little bit further up, so all we're really going to pull back is going to be the artillery. Everyone else kind of staying in this position for the most part. Let's do Grimdelvers on one flank with, because they both have stock. We'll have them with the Ulthar's Raiders, and then the Slayers with them. Plan is this group is going to be hunting down the Red Bull. Warlords in the center here. And then our other Longbeards are going to be more of a bodyguard unit in the proper center. Dragonback Slayers as well. We'll keep them kind of nearby because they are going to add an additional flammable effect. We'll have the Lord up front to try to lure in the Red Bull, but he's going to have to retreat pretty quickly because Farouk, Astrogoth, and Red Bull will beat the brakes off of him. The front line, missile troops and artillery. Let it begin. So artillery, you guys just gonna fall back. Everyone else will kind of do the same, but not quite as far. So Slayers here. Guard back just a bit. Crossbows also back just a smidge. Excellent. So they're going to kind of hang back. That works for me. Allows us to get into position. Then we can advance on them slowly until our catapults are able to fire. And then kind of we'll just see to rain down on them like we did last time. Ignoring most of the work laborers, trying to blast apart the blunderbusses and such, which he has less of this time.
It is a reckoning.
It is a reckoning. Now start moving up. You can still use this as the kind of corner.
Iron will. I am ready.
Speed the battle along a bit there.
Ready to serve.
Alright, lads. They're just gonna cower in their bathwater. Made of magma. What a glorious map to showcase the demise of the Dobbies are. Almost in range, so close. I guess they're almost there. Let's speed that along one more time. It'll waddle up into position. Alright, everyone. Advance a bit further.
For mountain and hall. No fussing about.
We'll basically just have them set up, start blasting away at whatever they can here. Hobgoblin Cutthroats are not a bad call. Meanwhile, you lot go after the likes of maybe these Else Dwarf Warriors. A little bit more worthy of your little missiles there. We'll try to watch the Goblobbers. We'll go a slow-mo when they get up in the air. Yoink. And now, you can kind of see if we can catch up to them. They've got Night Goblins chained to rocks. Speaking of war crimes, using your enemies as missiles. That might be one of them. There's no Geneva here, so unluckily for our enemies, we do what we want. Start blasting at these guys. You go after the blunderbusses. Some really good initial hits there. Pirates, let's go ahead and run up and start blasting a Great Taurus. Everyone get to work.
Nothing can stop us.
We'll try to use the extra speed rune to escape. And else advance just a little bit as well. Not a lot. Actually fall back just a little bit so we don't get caught too much here. I think they know what we're going for. There's a Toruk right in the middle, which is nice and dangerous. Flamethrowers. I'm just going to bring the Slayers They need to follow the Taruk, and wherever he goes, that's where the Slayers follow. Alright, Pistoliers, we're gonna fall back one more time. Force them to commit with their Red Bull. Guess the poor Chaos Dwarves are having to run for their lives the whole time, which is exactly what we want. Try turning fire, here he comes. Now you're in trouble, drop that armor. Thunderers, you actually are gonna get up and defend. Oh, he went for the old 360, which fair enough. Try to clobber him. Oh, they've got, of course, we've got lawn care coming in, so I'm gonna mute, because I'm not stopping the battle, and I'm gonna let them go under my window here.
Move now! Grind the edge! Thunderous! Oh Lord! Iron Dregs! Fire! Reload! Fire! Miners! Grudge Thrower! Down! For the Callous Anchor! The Floods unite! Thunderous! What? Advance! Rage Burst! Rage Burst! Grind the edge! Targets, Lord! Grudge Thrower! Will do! Long beards! Broomberky! Slayers! Move to attack! Thunderers! In short order! Down! Down! Put that axe in their faces! Armed and ready! For the ancestors! Miners! Take aim! Blood! Battle ready! Like a shot! For the ancestors! Yes! Pursuit! Move! Move! No! Aye!
Alright, we're gonna try something a little bit different with this recording where I don't just cut it out in the middle of the battle and I leave everything in, I just mute myself. So I'll hopefully have remembered to boost the audio there. If not, I go ahead and grump at me in the comments, add that one to the book. But we managed to pull out a victory against Astrogoth, no problem. You know what's funny? This is about 20 minutes later. I saw one of the guys, he stopped for a moment, pulls his phone out, and just starts messing away on his phone for a little, probably a good 10 minutes. I was sitting there thinking, he likely does not have a southern father, because my dad, man. I pulled the phone out for a moment, and if you've ever seen Bleach, the spiritual pressure would change in an instant. The second my phone came out. Why aren't you? Why'd you stop? The August Toolmakers are a young but powerful guild, as all Dawi that practice a craft need tools. Surprising that the Tools Guild is young. We've got the Skyhammer Gyro Bomber now, so the mountains and caverns ring with greenskins screams when these elite Gyro Bombers unleash their payloads. They've got their own unique variant of, I think, bombs as well as... So you've just decided to run away. That's the strategy. Come over here, raid what you can, and run. That's a bold one. Let's give us some bombers to help hunt them down.
Fight like a slayer, die like a slayer.
Fight like a slayer, die like a slayer. And also, because we might as well finish off that, do we want the Skyhammer with Malakai? No, we don't.
Who's mad enough to follow me?
Perfect. That'll give us 5,000 more gold. And now with our new gyro bombers, we move after the Skaven slave swarm that is rushing our shores. You poor fools. Get curb stomped. We'll go ahead and take the gold. Income from buildings in the local province is pretty good too. I wish this was still the, I think it was growth and control in the local, oh it is. Ooh yeah, we'll go for this one then. Another Slayer Ward, which is a good for just kind of sitting over to be
Doom Chaser.
processed. We'll sell them to one of the other holds that need one.
Call this a port. To Doom then.
Still don't quite have Slayers to me, which is going to be dropping upkeep by a pretty hefty margin, so we'll just keep working down his blue line then. So let's go. Fisherman Under Siege is probably pretty good. Suffered by the oh, it's for him. He's going to be suffering more. Or, I mean, causing more on the enemy. I was going to go for Corruption Reduction then, which is not my most favorite. We're here against the Edges of Chaos, so it's not a bad one to have. We'll grab Requisition for more ammo. I don't really want them moving faster than the rest of the army. It's kind of what Sapper is going to be doing for us. Let's go Rune of Wrath and Ruin. Rune of Damping there. That is going to be dropping into enemy Winds of Magic Reserve by 10. And then Rune of Slowness as well. I think it's a pretty good one. We want as much of his rune magic as possible.
Malakai
Makaisson, which now I've seen he definitely has lost a lot of his missile strength. He was up near 4,000 before, but I'm watching you, missile strength. So do we finally have access to Inquiring Mind? No, not yet. So Alert is ambush defense, Reassuring Presence is less attrition, and then Lightning Strike. Battle reinforcement time. Let's go Lightning Strike. We're not really taking much attrition because we can go and do the airship encampment anytime we want. So, Lightning Strike sounds good, keeping the enemies away from reinforcing faster. Let's just set up and blast away the first group. Okay, next. Airship crew capacity +2 for the signals network. Do we want to just be able to start recruiting in any artillery we want with the good old compact forge? We could also get more gyrocopters by installing an engineer workbench. Up to thunder barges. This one actually has a global benefit in giving us more engineers, where this one just gives us our artillery. It also costs 3 population surplus. What are we sitting at right now? 5. We need 8 total to get the reinforced airship frame. Let's go ahead and wait for the reinforced airship frame. That way we can upgrade all the buildings we have here to almost maxed here. We'll grab the firing range to help our recruit rank. And then anything else we spend is going to be for, well, before I do that, can we move this turn? Oh no, we can't just because we're right next to Volcano's Heart. What we'll do is just drop kick this real quick. Well done, lads. Ooh, we almost lost our gyro bombers, which is goofy. We'll sack the Volcano's Heart once more, take this down to hopefully tier 1. Because we can. And now we'll hit the Tower of Flies. It takes Nurgle a really long time to build back up once they've been sacked, so onward to ruining the garden. I'm really scared you're going to try to take down my gyro bombers. Be nice. Ooh, Standard of Discipline is lame. We'll give this to the gyro bombers just in case, though. And they're nearly gone. We'll use Malakai's ability to heal them up here in next battle. So we'll sack this, keep generating us some gold. And then we'll come on through to this side of the Tower of Flies to sack it once more next turn. They're not going to come over here towards us, so I'm going to siphon their empire down to bankrupt.
And a whole lot of black powder.
A whole lot of black powder. Do Blade Shield for Snorri. He's already a very hard hitter. And Malakai, well, we could afford units. Let's stick with our positive income for a few turns and try to do some upgrades back on the home front. Us here will give you your firing range. We will not upgrade the Forbidden Citadel just yet, although tier 3 is awesome. 3 more turns before we get a Dwarf Hold and Krakadrak. The Stalton's gone in to start dealing with the Chaos Dwarves. Perfect. That's what we needed. Ulthar, you go one more turn and ambush. I'm going to go ahead and relinquish Ulthar's Raiders back to the Arwar pool. We'll keep everyone else here just for now. I think if anything else is going to be relinquished, it'll also be the Grumbling Guard because of how expensive they are, and we can just replace them with normal Slayers or Slayer Pirates, which are about half the price and will do a lot for us. Get that last bit of growth going. Here at Hell Pit, we've upgraded to tier 3, which is what I'm going to do.
What?
And then Winterpire. Monolith of Flesh we'll take up to the next tier, and I'm going to put walls in there. That way we can kind of have an extra bulwark up here in the very far north. Fighting really, they don't like fighting Epidemius. That's a lark. He hates Epidemius. Construction Duty or Gromril Picks. Well, we do have gems, so let's grab the extra upgrade of the gem cutters. Ooh, take it back. I mean, there's lots of good income here, so we'll just go through all these income portions, because we really needed to do that first. And then we'll come on in and finish off our military technology, getting up over here towards the Warriors Guild. We just need one more. Probably just go for the Masterwork crossbows. That'll be great for all of our defenders more than our offense squads.
Yes.
Heed me.
Yeah, I really don't want them to be able to move through our territory, so I'm going to not let them still. And
Reigns.
I'm also not going to take peace with Noctilus. If he comes up to fight us, that'll be hilarious. Also, probably backbreaking. So please stay away, Noctilus. Alright, Hydrins has now claimed the Sword of Cain. Won't do her any good. Like Astrogoth managed to deal with Stalton. He's probably retreated back here to Yidditch. Ulthar, you keep... We'll just have you come back into Shoktraken, so we have positive control.
If you want it done right.
And Kevin, we have dealt with the Skaven incursion for now, so we'll turn you back around in March Dance, of course.
Now we will.
Towards the Forbidden Citadel. Malakai, we will sack the Tower of Flies and keep on moving. Alright, Gyro Bombers, let's see some actual good work here this time. Or you could almost crash. That works too.
Sure these good folk are happy to debate.
I'm sure these good folk are happy to debate.
What?
Hit the Port of Secrets as well. Don't mind if I do. We'll definitely have to fight that one though, because otherwise we will be losing, lads. At least the bombers will go down for sure.
Past is the past.
Ulrika. She miscasts every now and again. But I really don't think that's that big a deal. Let's go ahead and give less attrition to the whole squad here. Spell resistance too. Yeah. Fight against Nurgle.
Slayer.
What are we up to? 50%? Absolutely.
Affirmative.
Hello, Port of Secrets. Oh, hello, Magnus. Oh, hello, Magnus. Well, we're definitely going to fight this one because I don't trust all... Yeah, it's going to try to take down my bombers. I don't know what that's about. Make sure Malakai's wrench is nearby. Ooh, and it's a checkpoint, or a choke point battle. Checkpoint of your life. Back to the garden with you there, Brooks. How fun the other lords coming in behind it. This is a great looking map. Got the juts of the spikes coming up out of the ground with the magma. This is Obsidian. That's going to be backfiring for our enemies here quite aggressively. Obsidian is a very much anti-magical. So it's... I mean, he doesn't have too many troops here. We'll just set up the Powderbeards and the other Slayer Pirates. With probably just Ulrika. We don't really need much more. Ulrika and Snorri can hold the line back there, and then the Cannons of Doom can set up on this ridgeline. Set up on this ridgeline here.
Kill the oath splitters.
Kill the Oath Splitters. This is Nurgle, so I don't know if they've ever... They don't even know what... They don't even know what oaths are. Gyro Bomber is up. Oh, they can't heal, can they? They're already at max. That's bizarre. We definitely want to keep them well away. They've got no health. All 4 of them will die almost immediately. I'll still try to heal them, but I don't think it'll work. Players back here just in case we need them. I'm really not thinking we're going to. Gotrick and Felix, you hold the... Go ahead and hold the choke point there. Brimstone guns and then Trollhammer torpedoes just kind of hanging out on defense. This should be great. Running guard mode, helicopters, and then our cannons. Battle begin. Hey, where's my bombers? Come on over here, let's... Oh look, they're healing up now, that's weird. The emergency heals kicked on in, so they can be healed. Come here and get you some tune-ups. Go Felix, go bother Festimus there. There's not much they can do about that. Trollhammer torpedoes go blast the plague toads. Oh look, it's got its own animation. Okay, they're not healing. Maybe they are, hang on now. So ignore the battle healing cap? I'm confused. All sorts of weirdness there. Bombers, get in there. You got the health now. Go Trek will go ahead and give you all of your buffs. Felix, just make him stronger. They should be destroying over here. Dual whirly axe works every time. Bombers, come on up, start giving some hellos to these nerdlings, although we may not get a chance because as soon as they get into grape shot range, they're pretty much gone. We'll bring the other bombers around. 50 seconds before their allies come in. They're all just gonna go ahead and surround Gotrick and Felix. Let's bring in the bombs then. Do this group here so we're not hurting our own gyro bombers. Move them into position. And start dropping bombs. Oh, can we get bombs there? There we go. Rotate them a little bit because we're just blowing up the same area over and over again. That's almost all the bombs. Nurgle is very tanky. Yeah, as soon as they got into range, they were done. Make sure we drop at least one more bomb on them. You guys should just stand here, blast back and forth. There's nothing escaping that zone. Let's come on around. Advance. Ulrika, you can go ahead and just activate whatever you've got there. Bit of shades also, just as they waddle on through. Speed him up. Ooh, first volley almost finishes him off. Where are you going? Oh, nowhere. He gets immediately backhanded. Good grief, you're fast. Imagine someone this angry and that fast and that short coming at you. Short? Dealing with Nurgle always a nasty task, but not for the dwarfs. Very easy. We will sack the Board of Secrets because your things are now mine. We'll probably start handing these over to Boris soon, because he should be bordering us right here, so we can kind of claim this settlement. Take a little bit of proper
Malakai Makaisson.
replenishment. We'll hand this one on over to Boris. So we will just occupy. Then next turn we'll give it to Boris, that way we're able to actually go into that encamp stance.
Greatest inventor.
Sweet business. Let's grab our inquiring mind, more research rate, less upkeep, more hero self-defense chance for everyone in his squad, and then enemy hero action success chance minus 10%, so it's kind of also he's just got a higher chance of wounding people, and then they have less chance of doing anything in the first place. Then more recruit rank for the whole army.
Slayer.
Oh wow, this whole time I've never quite read through any of the hero action success chance ones. I tend to ignore heroes.
What?
Let's go for Wound Maker. Well, except for the ones that are in your army, that is. They're there to be champions, not
Past is the past.
not weasels.
I'll try not to kill you.
I'll try not to kill ya.
Emphasis on try.
So we're gonna barely make it out of scruff here if we're not careful. Really haven't been able to get too many grudges settled. Since we did so many of the quest battles already. Alright, Kevin.
Demon Slayer.
You go any further.
Moving. Exposed.
Get going then. Forbidden Citadel can go up to tier 3. We will absolutely do so. In hopes that they don't come back around the corner anytime soon.
My anger burns bright.
We'll allow them to build up the control there. Malakai can hand this settlement over to Boris, and then we'll hopefully have Epidemius coming back around. As soon as we've got a full army again, we'll go for that bloodletting battle.
All right.
We'll hopefully try to get to it before the end of this Age of Reckoning. We've got damaged buildings. Not here, I don't care about.
Lord of Clan
Both of you
Morgan.
are still here to rebuild control.
Bane of
As boring a job as that might be.
I'm getting angry now.
Noctil is still trying to sue for peace. I'm tired of picking on lesser foes. So we're willing to broker a peace. That you can broker with this hand. Ooh, look at all the enemy armies. So we've got Epidemius taking to his fleet ashore. Oh, there's kind of all over here then. Mortal Pleasurer. Oh, there you are.
This is
Sure, your
not
army is going to be
for
my
you.
least favorite. Slaanesh's speed is always a whole lot of fun to deal with. Got Magnus the Realm Changer as well. So, hey, Boris, how would you like a brand new settlement? I'll give you this Port of Secrets, and you will give me a military alliance. Sounds great.
There's blessings up.
We've already got an outpost. Oh, no, we don't yet. Maybe soon. I mean, what does Kislev really have to offer us except for cavalry? Which is a fair... Cavalry and beasties. Is the Tower of Torment your main settlement? You still haven't claimed the Howling Citadel yet. We can help out with that. For the Alliance. Now we have to build allegiance points with said alliance. Which just kind of happens naturally over time. Alright, so this isn't friendly territory anymore, so we can't recruit up guys. That's unfortunate, but I think we can take Magnus all the same. We'll start up the next episode with a battle against each. For now, though, another decisive victory. Oh man. Well, I think we're gonna have a lot of these just because of how powerful Malakai and his combined hero core are, so we're gonna fight this one because it's a quest battle against one of our cult armies we have to hunt down. The many-eyed bird flu monstrosity here, Magnus. For now, though, I'm out of time for today. Thank you all so much for stopping by today's Malakai video. If you enjoyed, remember to leave a like for Light God and a sub for the Sub Throne. See you all in the next one.